Born in Jiangsu, China in 1945, Wang Dongling is one of China's most celebrated contemporary ink artists. The current professor of China Academy of Fine Arts and Doctoral Supervisor has been making waves in the art world and established himself as a modern calligrapher and artist with his groundbreaking chaos script. Under the influence of his father, Wang began to practice calligraphy at the age of 5. Interested in Chinese painting and calligraphy since young, Wang later enrolled into the Department of Fine Arts of Nanjing Normal University in 1961, where he received academic training in traditional Chinese calligraphy and was taught by prominent calligrapher Shen Zishan. Apart from seal script, regular script, and official script, Wang also learned traditional Chinese painting, printmaking, design, sketch, and watercolor. Back then, he especially admired the works of renowned masters like Wu Changshuo and Qi Baishi. He was once told by a reputable townsman that one must write calligraphy well in order to paint a good painting. Wang kept this in mind and worked diligently to be a good artist. A representative of his calligraphy class, Wang's works were then exhibited at the university's homecoming, winning praises from masters such as Fu Baoshi and Yu Sibai. In 1968, Wang became a disciple of Ling Sanzhi, who was also known as the sage of contemporary cursive script, learning Han Dynasty tablet and cursive script. A key figure in Wang's artistic journey, Lin is largely attributed to Wang's fascination with cursive script. Today, Wang remains committed to the teachings of his beloved mentor. The pursuit of innovations must be based on a fundamental understanding of traditions. While Wang has gained a foothold in the international arena with his controversial chaos script, practicing traditional Chinese calligraphy to reconnect with the past is a daily homework he never misses. In 1979, Wang pursued his master's degree in fine art in Zhejiang Academy of Fine Arts. Under the guidance of eminent calligraphers Lu Weizhao and Sha Menghai, Wang delved deeper into Chinese calligraphy, learning small seal script, regular script. Under the tutelage of these calligraphy masters, Wang laid a solid foundation of traditional calligraphy in his student days. Perhaps destined to be, amongst the many calligraphy styles, the cursive script has always been a personal favorite. No doubt, this seemingly shy and introverted scholar eventually evolved to become a contemporary artist who transforms traditional calligraphy into modernist art forms with his chaos script. After graduating with a master's degree in 1981, Wang stayed on to teach. Like many young artists at that time, the 85 New Wave art movement and Japanese avant-garde calligraphy inevitably brought about some degree of awakening. The innovative expression of traditional calligraphy by pioneer abstract calligrapher Inoue Yuichi had a great impact on Wang's works. Under multiple sources of influences, he quietly set himself on a path to experiment with abstract ink painting. In 1985, Wang began to write monumental characters in his studio. He also considered his first solo exhibition held at the National Art Museum of China in 1987, a closure of his traditional calligraphy practice. One of his works, Mao Tai Becomes a Grindstone, Yellow River Turned to a Skirt Belt, was later featured in Guggenheim Museum's China 5,000 Years, Innovation and Transformation in the Arts exhibition. In 1989, at the invitation of the University of Minnesota, Wang embarked on his first overseas trip, a 4-year journey in the United States. During his sojourn, the visiting professor participated in many seminars and even held several solo exhibitions across the country. Inspired by Western contemporary art and modern dance, Wang created dance on the New York Times in 1989. Upon returning to China in 1993, he made his mark by attempting to bridge the gap between calligraphy and contemporary art. Works like Life is Short, Person as Calligraphy, Silver Salt Calligraphy, and Ink and the Body are Wang's introspective responses to Western modernism. In 2003, Wang Dongling created his first iconic monumental calligraphy work, Wandering Beyond, measuring 7 by 12 meter long. The artist has since been invited to demonstrate his monumental calligraphic works in prominent institutions including Stanford University, Royal Museums of Fine Arts of Belgium, Hong Kong Museum of Art, Brooklyn Museum, British Museum, the Imperial Ancestral Temple, Beijing, Art Institute of Chicago, Asia Society, New York, and National Gallery of Singapore. Wang's live performance amplifies the process of calligraphy, extending the field of writing from paper to the artist himself. As the audience hold their breath, Wang's decades of practice and bursting creativity are thrust into action, drawing the attention further into the creation process. Wang constantly seeks to imbue the historical traditions of calligraphy with the contemporary context in his creations. In 2016, he created a chaos script installation in the Imperial Ancestral Temple using stainless steel plates as the medium. In 2017, he wrote verses of Chu on bamboos in place of papers. As the bamboo poles move and sway, these ink texts transfigured into mesmerizing imageries. The chaos script is no longer simply calligraphy. It has transcended from the paper to encompass other diverse media and spaces. Wang created a new sensory aesthetic for his installations. Wang is a contemporary artist who has emerged from traditional calligraphy. He believes that calligraphy is not just an ancient and venerated art form. It can also be a contemporary art form. Inheriting the essence of traditional calligraphy, he abides by the patterns of the cursive script while breaking away from its rigidities. The ingenious open demonstration of his chaos script transforms calligraphy, originally a low scholarly leisure activity, into public performance art. By experimenting with different media and combining body movement, text, light, shadow, and space, the artist is both writing and presenting writing. This allows traditional Chinese calligraphy to go beyond the bounds of text and cultural barriers. His creation is a painting, poetry, and calligraphy. As he condenses rich traditions and vigorous modern spirit, the art form is elevated to become a universal visual language, making its mark in contemporary art. The Way showcases 14 of Wang's latest creations. His works are also in a permanent collection of important art museums as well as seen in auctions worldwide.